Hey guys, today I'm going to be checking out the new single from Sum 41, Out for Blood.
All that we have is just slipping away, and I don't believe that it's gonna be okay. You can't stop the bleeding, it's almost too late. You're leaving us all behind without to pray.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you all had a good Easter and bank holiday and everything. And mine was very busy couple of weeks. So I really didn't get the chance to really record anything over the holiday, so I do apologise. But I've got two videos lined up for this week after this one. I've got two subscriber requests. I've got one to do the latest Last in Line album. That'll go up next. And then I also have a friend of mine has requested me to do a Porcupine Tree album as well. So I'll have that one up hopefully this week. If not, it'll be like next week as well. So we've got two videos planned up very soon. And then I'll just do whatever. So if there's any albums you want me to check out or anything, let me know. But today we're doing a track review. I seem to do way more album reviews than I do track reviews, so I'm trying to do a few more individual track reviews when new stuff comes out. And today the new single from Sum 41 came out. It's called Out for Blood. Now, Sum 41 are a band I obviously grew up seeing on Kerrang and Scuzz. I mean, songs like Fat Lip and In Too Deep and those sort of stuff, Motivation. They're big hits. I mean, the videos for that used to get played all the time.
Here we go!
And then, I just saw them a lot growing up. Never really listened to them too much other than like the obvious tracks. But then as I grew older, I grew to like Sum 41's albums. Their latest album, 13 Voices, was released in 2016, and it was kind of their big return album after Derek's hospitalisation. I think he had liver failure due to alcohol abuse, and it was like their big return, and it was cool to see the videos and stuff of them looking healthy again. And that album I thought was pretty good. Personally, I didn't think it was anything overly special, but it was an enjoyable listen. It had some cool tracks on there, songs like Fake My Own Death, for example, and God Damn I'm Dead Again. I thought it was a pretty good album. It was nothing too amazing, but it was an enjoyable listen, I thought.
You've got to
And I'm curious to see where Sum 41 go next. But personally, still my favourite Sum 41 album is this one, Chuck. Chuck was an album they did in 2004 after getting caught in the civil war in the Congo, I think it was. They did a documentary for MTV. I mean, a lot of you have probably seen it already. If you haven't, I'll link it up anyway because it's worth checking out. And they went out to the Congo to learn about the Civil War, and while they were over there it all kicked off again and they got caught up in it and everything, and a guy called Chuck was ironically the one that helped them get them out, so that was what the album was named after.
You ready? Now this is very important!
I was just thinking of everything we've done as a band and just everything I've done as a person. I'm just like, well, this is it. This is how it ends.
Number 10! Next group, come on up! Now get closest to the door, group number 1! You've never done this before! Go!
And because of that, it's a way darker album. It's a lot darker, it's a lot heavier. I mean, songs like We're All to Blame, Angels with Dirty Faces, The Bitter End. I mean, The Bitter End is a page straight out of Metallica's book.
Well, who will greet you when you're at the bitter end? So your choices shows that you've got no second decisions made.
And it's a very, very big departure from the sort of fun, catchy pop punk that we saw on the previous records. I mean, Does This Look Infected started to show a bit more of a heavier vibe to me personally, but it still was very much pop punk, and I think this album really showed their metal roots. And even on the songs that wasn't heavy, songs like Pieces, you know, they were still way darker for Sum 41. And it still remains my favourite thing they've done. I think it's a fantastic album. And I mean, on the next one, I think it was 2007's Underclass Hero, they went back to that sort of catchy pop punk route, which a lot of other people love them for. I mean, I like that stuff as well, but I mean, Chuck was my favourite album from them. So I've kind of hoped that they would go more into that heavier direction again. And I haven't heard this song yet, but I've read a few comments on online saying that. So I did read one comment saying that it had quite a Chuck vibe to it. Other people saying it was quite heavy, a bit more heavy punk. So I'm curious to see what this song's like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the song a listen now, and then I'm going to do a track review of it and discuss my thoughts and opinions and positives and negatives on it. So let's get to it. Right, a bit of like a keyboard intro, electronic sort of vibe. Right, pretty cool riff. Right. Definitely giving me a 13 Voices vibe so far. Alright, I like that riff actually, that's a cool riff. Yeah, it definitely sounds like Sum 41. Definitely could have fit on 13 Voices. Right, back to that intro sort of thing again, it's cool. Right, this is going to be a Dave solo, you can tell already. Good to have him back in the band again. Cone's bass sounds really good as well. That's a cool solo. Do like that riff though. Okay, that was Out for Blood by Sum 41. Okay, so that was the track. First of all, I think the production sounded pretty good. I mean, I had it turned down a bit to what I usually do because obviously I was talking to the camera. However, when I listen to music, I usually listen to it a bit louder than that. So I'll give it another listen loudly to really hear it properly. But from that listen, I thought the production sounded good. I think the drums sound quite big. I think the bass, it's really nicely in the mix. Guitars sound great for this sort of music. You know, works perfectly. I just think the production was decent. Sounds it's a very similar production style to 13 Voices. I think that Derek's vocals work well with the track. He's kind of uses that distorted vocal that he has on quite a few tracks in the past, such as Fake My Own Death and things like that. I think that worked quite well. I think the solo was killer. It's great to have Dave or Brown Sound back in the band again. I mean, obviously he was an original member anyway, but it's cool to have him back because, especially now that the three of them play guitar now in some, because Derek does rhythm guitar as well. But I mean, his solos are kick-ass on some of the tracks, so it's really cool to have him back. Criticisms of the track: it was a bit predictable. It was a bit safe, in my opinion. Obviously, it's a single, so it's going to be, more safe and straightforward. Yeah, it was an alright track. It was short, it was sweet. It was kind of what I expected, if I'm honest. It sounded very much like 13 Voices. The comment saying it sounded more like Chuck. I can see the point, but by the same token, I kind of disagree because it's not very heavy. I mean, it's heavier compared to what they were doing like originally. There's Chuck was more of a metal album, whereas 13 Voices was more of sort of, this sort of stuff, this sort of heavy rock kind of punk sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, this song's alright. I thought it was, for a first single, I think it was a perfect choice, if I'm honest, because it's short, it's sweet, as I said. You know, it follows a formula, you know, the standard sort of pacing of the track. And I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I sound like I'm being a bit harsh on it now, but yeah, I mean, it was nothing too special in my opinion, but it was an enjoyable listen, and I'll definitely be checking the album out when it comes out. I don't think there's been an album announcement yet, but when, I mean, obviously they're going to do a new album if they've just put a new single out. So yeah, I'll definitely be reviewing that when it comes out. But yeah, overall, to summarise this track, I thought it was pretty good. Didn't think it was anything particularly stand out. It might grow on me in listens as I listen to it louder. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I think that's fair. I thought it was decent enough. It had a really big chorus as well. That was very catchy and most probably get stuck in my head. So yeah, as I said, for me personally, there's nothing too stand out. But as a first single from the new record, I thought it was an enjoyable listen. So yeah, that was my thoughts and opinions on the new track from Sum 41 called Out for Blood. Let me know what you thought of the track down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and opinions and everything. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said, please do let me know again. I'd love to hear your opinions on the track and your thoughts on it. If there's any albums or anything you want me to review going forward, please do let me know. As I said, I've got 2 lined up this week, possibly 1 next week, depending on how it works out. But I will try and get to it this week. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to check anything out, whether it's a big band or an unknown band. You know, let me know what you want to see, and I'll do it. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed as well, please do subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this channel. I've gained a few subs recently, which has been cool. But obviously, I mean, I'm only a small channel, and I do put a lot of effort into these videos. So if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I try and keep a wide range of artists on this channel as well, so there's a bit of everything. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please let me know what you thought of the track and everything down below, and I'll see you again soon for another video.